Now, one of the world's most popular websites is shut down by the U.S. government in the battle over online piracy. Margaret Warner has the story.
It's one of the largest criminal copyright cases ever brought. The target is a website based in Hong Kong that's been used to share large files, including movies, videos, television shows, ebooks, games, and music. It's called Mega Upload, and the heavily visited site is said to have 150 million registered users and 50 million visits a day. Now it stands charged with storing and distributing pirated material, and thus robbing copyright holders of more than $500 million. Yesterday, the Justice Department shut it down and released indictments against 7 executives. 4 were arrested at the New Zealand mansion of its founder, who goes by the name Kim.com. Within hours, the hacker collective called Anonymous retaliated, shutting down the websites of the Justice Department and major media groups, including Universal Music and the Motion Picture Association of America. The government's crackdown came one day after this week's online protests against anti-piracy bills in Congress. For more on all of this, we turn to Cecilia Kong, who's covering it for the Washington Post. And Cecilia, welcome back to the program. It sounds as if this website had just everything you can imagine in print, video, or audio. How did it actually function for its users?
It did have all of those bits of content. The way that it functions is that users go to the website and they can upload content. It could be anything from their family videos or music that they have, these files, or in the case of this FBI criminal indictment, copyrighted material that was uploaded illegally. And what they do is you upload all of those files onto the site, and from that site, other users can access those files, and that's how you distribute the content.
So are you saying that when the pirated material gets there, or copyrighted material, I should say, it's not by the legitimate copyright holders, it's already been essentially stolen or pirated even before it's uploaded?
That's what the FBI criminal indictment alleges, is that much of the website's material was illegally there. It was copyrighted material that wasn't given permission to be there by the copyright holders. And beyond that, the FBI is saying that there was a big conspiracy, actually, for the website operators to get as much illegal content on the website as possible.
Now, what is the company's defense here? I know you've spoken to at least one of the lawyers for this company.
I have. I spoke to the outside litigator for this case, and Ira Rothkin, the counsel for Mega Upload, said that, number one, there wasn't due process. He said that they were not informed that there was going to be any sort of criminal case brought against them, and they didn't have a chance to defend themselves. But they point to actually some historical court cases that show that perhaps Mega Upload has a defense in that they weren't contacted properly by copyright holders, that they should take down content, and if they were, they would have. And they also said that they may be protected by other cases, such as the case of YouTube, where, and in Sony's case, where they defended themselves against Betamax, that if other uses that are legitimate for the website are being done, then actually the website should not be liable when there is illegal activity as well.
Now, tell us who this company is. I noticed at least from the Justice Department indictment, not one of the people arrested was even an American.
It's a really interesting company. It's a very opaque company, and that is very difficult to see exactly how it runs. It's not like there's an org chart on the website in the way that a Fortune 500 company would have. It is an international company based in Hong Kong, and many of its executives are dispersed around the world. As you mentioned, 4 of the people who were indicted and arrested are based in New Zealand, for example. It has a figurehead as a chief executive, not officially the chief executive, according to the company's attorney, but his name is Will Beats, and he is actually a pretty big figure in the hip-hop world, the R&B hip-hop world, married to Alicia Keys.
Well, yeah, and we should point out that he was not actually arrested or indicted, at least
That's right. That's right.
So explain why some prominent celebrities have actually endorsed this company and have done promotional videos.
It's an interesting twist in this. Mega Upload has had a lot of criticism fired at it by record labels for a while. Universal Music actually has been very critical of the site for the very reasons the FBI brought this criminal indictment against them, saying that there's a lot of illegal copy on the website. And so what Mega Upload did is they got a lot of people, some pretty big names, big celebrities, to create a music video. That music video included Kanye West, will.i.am, a member of the Black Eyed Peas, and other members like Jamie Smith, to other celebrities to endorse the website really in a webcasted video, saying that Mega Upload's a great product essentially and come and use it.
What do you make of the timing that this comes the very same week that you've had this huge debate, controversy about the anti-piracy legislation in Congress? You have this online protest by Wikipedia and others.
It's been a very high volume, very highly emotional debate right now on piracy and the internet in Washington. And the timing is pretty interesting. And there's a lot of people who are bringing up questions as to why the Justice Department, if they were investigating this for more than a couple years, it appears, why are they bringing out their indictment right now, especially when it looks like two bills were really under siege by the internet community. So there's a lot of suspicion around the timing of this, but these are one should keep in mind that these are two discrete issues. There's the federal indictment of a criminal case, and then there are the two bills right now that are being proposed on the Hill that I should say actually have been on hold. Today were put on hold because of all the controversy around them. But if anything, it just makes the debate much more at the front and center in Washington, and it's made the debate less about what's in the Beltway, and it's brought in the whole internet community. Anybody who uses the internet, people who run websites, the music community, the Hollywood, it's become a much bigger debate.
Well, Cecilia Kang of the Washington Post, thank you so much.
Thank you, Margaret.